I'm Kerry Shilling. I'm a head teacher of a primary school and I have a young son, aged 7. Well, I read it to my son when he was 6 years old and he was having some difficulty at school. He seemed quite low in self-esteem and quite upset. I went in and had a chat to the teachers, but we couldn't quite pinpoint what was upsetting him. I read the sad book written by Jack Turner and illustrated by Ben Lai to him. We introduced it as part of his bedtime routine and normal story time, and we read it together. Once we'd read the story, he really enjoyed looking at all the beautiful illustrations in there, and he really enjoyed finding out about the Alfie and how he changed his name, all due to the emotions that he had. But really, he became quite quiet after reading it, and it was the perfect way as a mummy in which I could get away into his emotions, because by using the character in the book and by using the events in the story and flicking back through and talking through certain parts, I was able to say to him, "Has there been times when you feel sad?" And he actually opened up to me. So it was a brilliant tool, this book, in getting my son to open up to me about what he was sad about. And then I could then move forward to try and solve that for him. The emotion of sad was the easiest to identify. But in the story, looking at all the other characters, it was also easy to look through the events of the story and to identify times when you might feel disappointed, or you might feel excited, or you might be going on an adventure. So the book made it very easy for me to be able to discuss that with my son. I would definitely recommend this book. My background before moving into being a head teacher was in special needs, and I could see how with special needs children this book could go right the way through the primary age, so up to 11 years old. What I would like as a parent and also in a school with libraries is I would like to see more of these books with different emotions, so that we might be able to pick different books and be able to suit them to children, to try and help them to identify with the characters in the story, and also to try and help them emotionally. I think if I could have this book in other emotions, I'd be interested in something that helped children to not be so worried, maybe with the title of Worried on there. Maybe some children that are having some issues with anger, so maybe a book could help them with that. And also maybe loss, so a loss of their pet cat or pet dog, or some sort of loss. I think because the book's used such bright colours in the book, and where the font changes sizes and things like this to match in with the story. My son really loved these parts of the book, and also the little speech bubbles and the bright dragons in there. He really enjoyed it.